I'm just going to leave it on him the whole time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So, Mick, you've had a couple of your most brutal matches here in Chicago over the years.
It's true.
1994 Spring Stampede, you, Max Payne, against the Nasty Boys, and then WrestleMania 22, you against Edge. Tell me a little bit about those.
Geez, that 94 Spring Stampede was wild. We like to say it was hardcore before there was a hardcore. And it was a great match. I think it holds up. And I remember Jesse Ventura apologizing to us after the show for laughing. He just said he'd never seen anything like it in all his years. And so it was a wild, crazy brawl. And it was supposed to be my last match for quite a while, so I was going to have some surgery done on my ear. And we had such great chemistry with the Nasty Boys that Kevin Sullivan called me up maybe the next day and asked if I would consider teaming up with him since his tag team partner had been injured, and we took on the Nasties the next month and had another classic brawl. That match with Edge, my favorite WrestleMania moment. I have not had a classic WrestleMania moment, although I'd had a couple good WrestleMania matches, and that night it took a big weight off my shoulders.
So you have this traveling show right now, the one-man show. How's that been going for you?
Oh, it's been going great. Last night we did a version of it with only 1 day's notice. So it was fun to be in there in a room that was almost empty and just try to deliver the same show you would if the room was packed. And I think it went pretty well. People who found out about it were impressed.
So did you do the show with JR last night? Or?
No, JR had his own show with the King.
Okay.
I didn't even know that they were across the street until the day after we signed the deal. So it didn't hurt his show because no one even knew I had a show. It was a well-kept secret.
I talked to Chris Nowinski a few weeks ago, and he told me that you donated your brain for the Percussion Legacy Foundation.
I did.
Now, is that something that you wanted to do just because of all the hits you took over your career?
Well, yeah. I think anytime someone can learn from the people who've gone before them, it's a good thing. And so I take that very seriously, and I hope that people do learn. I did take a lot of hits, probably a few too many.
If you were to get back into business now as a 20-year-old Jack Foley, what would you do differently with the knowledge you have now about concussions and stuff like that?
I probably would have brought my hand up if I saw a steel object traveling at me at high speeds. May not have dropped as many elbows in front of small crowds in towns along the way. I may have approached things a little bit differently.
What's your fascination with Santa Claus and Christmas?
Santa and Christmas? Well, I was on the road a lot. I was away from my family, most of the time, and we found that talking about Santa, kind of like extending the Christmas season instead of it starting in November at the end of Thanksgiving. I just decided to celebrate it all year round.
And one final question. The current WWE product, do you still follow it fairly closely?
Not closely, but I do follow it. I mean, I catch it from time to time, and I enjoy it a lot. I watched SummerSlam. I thought it was a really good show. And I'm always wishing them and everyone who's in the company and everybody who's in the business the very best.
So I'll speak about that real quick. Who do you think are some of the top guys today in your eyes?
I'm definitely going to leave people out. I wrote an article about Ricochet when he was signed by NXT. I think he has the potential to be huge. Some of the guys and women that I see coming up, Ember Moon, has really caught on with people. She's only been around a year on WWE, but Alexa Bliss is doing an amazing job. Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, I probably had that up there for feud of the year. So no shortage of great wrestlers. I should just have a go-to list so I don't leave people out. But that's just a handful off the top of my head.
Okay, Mick, thank you so much.
All right, have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Mick,
right.
Do you have any books coming out soon?
Nothing coming out. No, just wrote a Christmas memoir last fall. Nothing coming out.
Okay.
All right.